Okay, today I'm going to be demonstrating basically a magnetic proximity switch that we make, and that's actually used in the industry. Now you get basically two different types, and that is you get the normally open and you get the normally closed. Normally open, it means when there is no magnet next to it, there is no contact. And let me just, for a demo purposes, I'm just going to put it on the screwdriver. Now, if you look at it very carefully, when I bring the magnet close to the actual switch, you can actually see the instrument. When I remove it, it actually switches off. When I bring it close, okay, so it's used as a proximity switch. When, in alarm systems, in electronic machines, industrial machines and things like that. Just about anywhere in electronics. So, as I said, this is a normally open. Okay? What it means, when there is no magnet, it's off. When there is magnet, okay, and I bring it closer, you can see it makes a connection. Okay, now I'm going to do exactly the same thing now to a normally closed actual switch. Because sometimes when there is no magnet, okay, I'm just going to also use the magnet and put it on the screwdriver. It's easier. In other words, right now, magnet is far away, okay? You can see it's making a connection. Now it's measuring 3 ohm because the length of the actual cabling that it's actually measuring, original fluke sort of instrument. So now if I bring the magnet closer, you will see, okay, it will cut off. You can actually see it. If I move the magnet away, it's making a connection. Now it's actually breaking the connection. Again, it can be used also, as a door switch on alarm systems, a proximity switch in industrial applications, as I said. Same like, normally open switch. How is the normally open switch made? What does it consist of, or normally closed for that matter? Normally, proximity switches, they consist out of basically a reed switch, which we actually put into a bobbin, okay, and then we solder the wires, and then we actually seal it. So now the switch is basically right in the center. And then what we do is, we actually, if you look at it over here, we shrink it. So it's now shrink. Okay, so that's basically a plain normally open switch. How do you actually make a normally closed switch? Exactly the same way, except, okay, so this is basically, except what we do is, we basically take this, we shrink it, and then we glue it over there, and then we put extra magnet, which actually now switches it on. So it's all the time on. By bringing the magnet closer, now it's an opposite sort of polarity magnet. What actually happens, it actually cancels the magnetic flux from this magnet and just drops the switch. And that's how you actually make the actual normally closed switch, which is normally closed. One more time, I'm going to demo it. Okay, now it's off. Okay, let me just position it properly. Okay, I move the magnet. It's on. So it's a normally closed. Normally closed. Now it's close. Okay, so the magnetic field just gets cancelled within the actual, from this magnet, and switches off. When I remove it, again, this magnet actually pulls the actual switch. And that's how it actually operates. So basically, they're very reliable. And the tubes that we use, they are of the highest quality. Basically, specs of the tube the actual switch, proximity switch is 100 volt and up to half an ampere, basically you could push through, that's why it's used, very reliably, because it can handle quite a high, decent sort of high voltage and decent sort of amperage. So basically that's what it is, and as I said, these switches, very easy to install with the double-sided tape that we supply. You stick it on, say, for example, you want to use it as a door alarm switch, you would glue this onto the, frame, and the actual magnet you would glue with a double-sided tape. So as the door opens, now it actually breaks the contact upward in, or makes a contact, depends which switch, reed switch or proximity switch you have used. That was normally this is normally open, and this is normally closed. So on that note, yeah, that's a quick demo of Batos normally open and normally closed switches. I hope it does make a sense. One more time, when I bring the magnet close, you can see it over there. Okay, it switches on. When you remove, and then let's look at it here. Okay, when I bring, it breaks. So it does opposite to this one here. Okay, thank you for watching Batos Radio and TV Proximity Switches.